speak about. They're speaking about Jesus is black. That's as far as they went. And then a few things that was simple. I mean, that's obvious. Okay, next. Okay, that's obvious. The Lord is a so-called black man. Most High is a so-called black man. Okay? What else, man? You gotta go deeper, man. You gotta really truly feed the flock. What? This is Isaiah 56 and verse 10. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. This is Isaiah 56 and verse 10. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark. Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. Right, that's those false prophets, man. They're sleeping, loving to slumber, man. They're not out pushing the truth, man. Okay? We're the ones pushing the truth. The spirit of power, Almighty God. Okay? Verse 11. Yea, there are greedy gods which can never have enough. And they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look to their own way. Everyone for his gain from his quarter. That's it, right? So they're all looking for that money. Their focus is the money, right? That's why Daniel, right? He made the proclamation to the celebrities. So, this is special for you celebrities. You gotta have a special for the celebrities. You know? Oh, if you want to do it, do this and that, and donate and such and such. This is not of a point of covetousness. Who gives a damn about these celebrities? These celebrities have been sold out. They sold out. They did the most wicked, heinous things you can even think about to get where they're at. That's not the focus. The focus is the elect. All right? Go ahead.
Well, this is John chapter
What
10.
Percentage? My phone.
Your phone.
John chapter 10 and verse 12. But he that is a hireling
1%.
and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep, and fleeth. And the wolf catcheth them, and scattereth the sheep.
The wolf catcheth them and scattereth the sheep. All right? See, because they don't care about the flock. They're speaking about, oh, you feed the flock and this and that. But then when you warn the flock of the wolves amongst the flock, they get mad. So you're supposed to feed the flock, but you're not supposed to warn them the wolf is coming? So what are you doing? You're fattening them up for the wolf? Which question is it? You got a precept? Go ahead.
I got a precept.
Okay. But you want to jump in? Okay, go ahead. Jump in. Go ahead.
2 Timothy 2 verse 3.
Yeah?
Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua, that no man that more entangled himself with the affair of this life, that may please him who had chosen him to be a good soldier.
That's right, because we're soldiers in this thing, all right? Is it on that? Right, because we're soldiers in this thing, all right? This is a battle.
But also, just on the same subject that you're talking, I just ended up, falling into, seeing security video, and then they had like a battle, like between rabbi and there was deacon something, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, you know what? I cannot disclose everything that we talked on that video. You have to go on my personal channel, and you have to pay, I don't know, $15.
Oh, Patreon. Oh yeah, Patreon. Yeah. It's about the move. It's about the money for these guys. So, and they're getting bread. Don't get it twisted. Them people that do them false doctrines, they're getting bread. Right? See, we're living really a meek life, a humble life. Because trust me, it came out that them Sakari guys were making hundreds of thousands of dollars off of it. So they're making bread. Right? They ain't making no little, But that's what happens when you're not in the spirit. When you're not in the spirit, you can make money. You can make all kind of money. I could go buy a condo right now if I wasn't in the spirit. If I started teaching a false doctrine,
That's true.
I'll pull up in a damn Mercedes 2021.
True.
You all right? Salaki, that's what's in the
This is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Yes, sir. That's it. Prepare thy soul for temptation. Okay? Prepare thy soul to be persecuted. All right? For your family to come up against you. For the people around you to come up against you. All right? To lose jobs, lose certain business opportunities. These things are happening based upon the truth. Okay, you got brothers that lost $1 million business opportunities and things like that. Contracts or whatever it is. See? That's how the scripture says, who are y'all to judge another man's servant? You don't know what brothers been through for the truth.
That's right, that's right.
Especially those that have been laboring for a time period, because the more you go through this thing, the more persecutions come.
Right. This is Isaiah 59 and verse 15. Yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased them that there was no judgment.
That's it. Right? You become a prey to who? To Satan. Right? Satan is targeting you. That's why I said, sometimes you go places, spirits jump on people. It's a demon that's following you. It's a demon that's selling you, oppressing you. You know what I'm saying? You go places, you know, and then it's like, yo, it just happened to me. This was like yesterday or the day before. Okay? I said, yo, this is, everything's, should be all right. And the same, one of the spirits, went and fucked up my whole day. All right? Go ahead, man.
This is 1 Peter 5 and verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Right? He's a lion, and we're the prey. Right? That's why we got to be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. Okay? That's it? Okay, go ahead,
John 11 and 47, then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council, and said, what do we? For this man doeth many miracles.
Yeah.
If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him. And the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation.
That's it, right? So that's why they want to get Yahushua out of the equation, because it was messing up their money. It's all about the money for these guys. If they stop making money, they wouldn't be focused on the truth. They'll be focused on how they can get that money back. You understand? They wouldn't be, let's go on hard, let's get the spirit. Their whole thing would be like, how we get this money back? Right? They might not put up a video for 2 months. Right?
Psalm 73, verse 12. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increases and riches.
Yes. No, read that again.
Psalm 73.
Matter of fact, go up. Yeah. Go back 2 verses.
Psalm 73, verse 10. Therefore, these people return here, and water of a full cup are rolled out of them. And they say, how do God know? And he's their knowledge in the Most High.
Right, because they don't have the knowledge of the Most High. They don't have it. And that's what the water represents the understanding, the word. They don't got it. It's wrong out of them. These are whales that can hold no water. They can't hold the truth. That's why you can speak to them. I don't know what the brother said. The apostle said you can speak to a guy for an hour, the whole day, don't eat. and then the guy still don't get it. It's true. It's a waste of time if the Lord ain't with them, bro. It's a waste of time. Go ahead.
What? And behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increases in riches.
Right. These are the ungodly that prosper in the world. They what?
They increases in riches.
They increase in riches, man. So when ungodliness is tied to riches, because the God in this world is Satan right now. Okay? Of course, the Most High controls everything, but the Most High gave the power to Satan. That's why when Yahushua came, what did the demons say? They said, have you come to take us out before our time? Because it's their time right now. You try to make the world righteous, you just marching around, justice, no peace. It's not a place of justice. We're not trying to save the world and have them learn, going to Trudeau, it's supposed to be implementing this law and that law. The only reason we're coming to these devils is to condemn them, to show them what's getting ready to come to them in the future. That's it.
That's right.
And get the minds of the elect right. Go ahead.
That was it.
That was it right now? Go ahead.
1 Timothy 6 and verse 9, but they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts.
I mean, that money can mess you up, man. The apostles always speak about how it went down in old school, right? I'm not going to speak on it, but because I wasn't there. But you know, they tell us about those things. And money could make you change your spirit. And money can change you, man. You get $2 million, man. Yo, you're thinking about spending that bread. You're thinking about, yo, how you going to spend that? You know? Start making less and less videos. Why? Because you're at Roof Chris, you're at Living Reef. You know? You see what I'm saying? You're living your life, man. You're not even you bought a club. You see what I'm saying? You bought a club up. So yeah, you gotta attend to the club, you gotta see what's going on. You know, have private meetings with the barmaids in the back. Right.
Which draw men into destruction and perdition.
Come on, why do people buy clubs? I bought a club. Taking advantage. What's your credentials? Look at that. You know, go ahead, man. Based on how she looks, that's what she did the job. Go ahead.
Verse 10, the love of money is the root of all evils.
Like your technique. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. This is the right one. No, this is the one I know look good. You know, you doing all the tricks and shit out of it. We're not looking for that. We're overqualified. You're overqualified. God, go ahead.
The love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith.
Right, because if you love money, guess what? You'll do anything for that money. You see what I'm saying? Of course they're going to sell out. Esau just has to put a price on it. All right, if you're black, and Esau does it, I'll put a blank check there. You write on it what you want. Okay? We just need you to do such and such and such. Because what is it to Esau? It's just numbers in the computer, man. Esau just download, you know what I mean? I'll put that up, 100 million in there. Bank account has 100 million. That's all Esau needs to do.
Fraud.
What?
And pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
That's it, but at the end of the day, well, that's why the scriptures speak about the deceitfulness of riches. Because they think it's going to be good, but then at the end of the day, you got that? Bring it on up.
Matthew 13 and 22, he also that receiveth seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful.
Right.
Oh, them riches, bro, and then you start thinking, oh, you know, if I could get 5 million, I could really help all the brotherhood. You know? The demon works like that, bro. No, you know, if I get 5 million, I can help all the brotherhood and this and that. And that happens. You know? That's happened when you had those type of thoughts come in man's minds, but then it's a snare, right? Because then now you focus on the moolah.
What? This is Matthew 19 and verse 23. Then said Yahushua to his disciples, verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of Yahweh.
Right, exactly. All right, that's because they've already lived a certain lifestyle, and they're not trying to go backwards. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, that deceit, the spirit of deceit, saying, "Oh, I'm going to use this to help out the brotherhood." I mean, that happened to me. All right, where I was like, "Yo, I'm going to do this to help out the brotherhood and this and that." And the Lord had to give me a smack up and say, "Nah, you be content with what I do. Right? This is sufficient for the time being." Understand what I'm saying? The spirit will reveal you doing all that extra shit, this and that, because businesses takes a lot of time. That takes a whole lot of time. Right?
Proverbs 30 and 8. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches.
That's right.
Feed me with food convenient for me, lest I be full and deny thee, and say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal, and take the name of my power in vain.
Right. And what's good for another brother might not be good for you. Right? See see what I'm saying? And it don't matter who it is that's telling you it. Okay, it could be an elder creator. It doesn't matter who it is that's telling you certain things. What might be good for them might not be good for you. You might fall into a particular situation by trying to do something that's not in your lot to do. So you have to use the spirit too. Okay? And I'm not talking about things that are dealing with, with divisive, being spiritual and true. I'm talking about things in the world. Everyone got their own thing. That's the only thing the Lord has given us. See, I was dealing with that. See, when I was out here by myself, that was constant. When I'm preaching, I got to run down the street. Matter of fact, put on the picture.
This is Luke 6 and verse 24. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation.
All right, let's go. Right, you have received your consolation. Right, you have received your consolation. Which is what? That bread. Consolation is that bread. What?
Sirach 37 and 27. My son, prove thy soul in thy life, and see what is evil for it, and give it not, and give not that unto it. For all things are not profitable for all men. Neither hath every soul pleasure in every day.
Right. Every soul doesn't have pleasure in everything.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? And every brother's not going to like the same thing as you like. Every brother ain't going to, want to drink as often as you may want to drink. Yeah, force the scriptures speak about not forcing the bottle down somebody's throat. That's wickedness. Right? So every brother has their own thing, you have your own thing. You know what I'm saying? As long as we don't forsake the assembly and be always brotherly to one another. We always have that brotherly spirit, man. That's one of them prayers that I throw up, that's giving more brotherly love, right? Because that's the main thing. That's the main thing. Yahushua said this is how you know his disciples.
Sure.
See? Not to say that it's there anyway, but you want more. More is, you can't have enough of that. Just like you can't have enough of faith. I got too much faith. I gotta give some, take away something. No, you want to keep that going. Especially for the time that's coming. Because what does faith mean? That means, what does confidence mean? It means faith. All right, matter of fact, get me on Isaiah 33:6.
Verse 31, by surfeiting have many perished, but he that taketh heed prolongeth his life. I got the definition for surfeiting.
Yeah.
And it goes into an overabundant supply, excess, right? And immoderate indulgence in something such as food or drink.
Right. Right. You could apply that to money. You can apply that to anything, right? If it's not for your spirit. But like another brother might be 6'8". He ain't gonna be eating the same thing as you. You don't need to. He needs more nutrients, bro. All right. But if you got a brother might be 5'1", super skinny, right? He might not eat as much as you. But then again, he might, because a lot of them dudes that are skinny, they got them higher metabolism. So you don't know. You don't, brother. They can eat the whole menu on McDonald's, but they still have six-pack abs. What? Okay, good.
It's Ecclesiastes 5 and verse 18. Behold, that which I have seen, it is good and comely for one to eat and to drink, and to enjoy the good of all his labor.
Hold on, didn't Yahushua eat and drink? Or was he so in the spirit, he just said, no, I'm not going to eat, not going to drink. No, he loved eating and drinking. What?
And to enjoy.
And even when he came back from the dead, he came and asked for money for fish. That means he liked to eat. There's nothing wrong with eating, to love food and things like that. But you got to know your limit. You got to know your limit. You got to know when you're overindulging, man. And you got to learn your own body. If your body feels certain things, you know, okay, I'm eating too much of this. Okay, I need to alkalize my body. I need to get some green smoothies. That's why I got a green smoothie just before, because I was like, listen, I got to alkalize my body, man. Too much goddamn meat. I really need to go back to my, because you know me, every now and then I get in my salad mode. I really need to get back to my salad. Right?
Behold that which I have seen. It is good and comely for one to eat and to drink, and to enjoy the good of all his labor that he taketh under the sun.
Right, because you're laboring. It's not balance. You labor, you just labor. No, you work hard, work. You wake up, you work. And then you ain't having no time to chill. You ain't vibing with your brother, you ain't doing nothing. Just chilling. You need to, you're not a robot. You know what I'm saying? The Lord created a spirit of hormones and balance. And things that have to be balanced. Alright? Listen, if they start bugging out, just put everything together. If it does that again, just put everything together. Okay, go ahead.
And to enjoy the good of all his labor that he taketh under the sun,
Right.
all the days of his life, which the Most High Yahweh giveth him,
Yeah.
for it is his portion.
Right.
Every man also to whom the Most High hath given riches and wealth, and hath given him power to eat thereof, and to take his portion, and to rejoice in his labor, this is the gift of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Go on. Yeah, man. Everyone has their portion, man. Everyone has their portion in this life, man. Okay? What?
Sirach 7:16. Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thus destroy thyself?
You can't be over righteous. First coming to the truth. Brothers tend to be over righteous. You know? I remember when I came into the truth, when it was the Sabbath, it wasn't a Sabbath for me unless I saw darkness in the sky. Even this might have been too light.
Yeah.
So, the sun got to be somewhere.
Yeah,
No, I'm
yeah.
serious, brother. I wouldn't eat none of that. Yo.
No, but me too.
No, that's what it's right. Because when you first come in, you're over righteous. But then you learn the balance of it.
Don't talk to nobody.
Huh?
I didn't want to talk to nobody.
I mean, I couldn't even hold a conversation with you.
You know?
I mean, it's like random Edomites talking about, you hate white people, don't you? You know, where they get that from? It's because the look that was in my eyes was,
That's right.
the look of, I'm thinking about slavery, right? I'm thinking about, the lynching, the alligator bait, you know? I lost blocks behind that, bro. All kind of, I lost all kind of chicks behind that.
Me too. Me too.
Alright?
Go. I don't want you. Yeah.
That's right. Remember, there's one Edomite, I mean, she was feeling Jake at a high level, right? And she was willing to come over on this side of it, and she was in Ottawa too, right?
Yeah.
I was like, whatever, she was just ready for Jake. She had one friend that she gave a phone to a friend, my friend Lacey, Ray. But then she started talking like Jake. And I got offended at
Okay, you see?
mock Jake. Trying to make a mock me. You know? So I cursed her ass out. So you going to the captain. Right? And it was so funny because she was still trying to call me, get me. Right? She was still trying to get with Jake. And she wanted to swing with Jake. Yeah. All right?
Yeah.
But I was so over righteous and still vexed with the spirit.
That's right.
That was, it was impossible. Right? So these things you learn going forward, you know how to balance things out. Right? That's why even me when I went to the brothers in Toronto, I was kind of surprised. I was expecting to be like shouting monks. Right? every second they're wearing their garment. A lot of their Christians have their garment on. Right? Right? All they're thinking about is, they're reading this. Every second they got it reading the shower, they got the scriptures with the plastic over it. Waterproof. And after they're just reading the scriptures. No, they're living their life as normal men, but they do the work. They do the work. They're brotherly balance. You know. Go ahead. But then we all have to learn the right balance too, right? Because then sometimes you get too.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to slack over that. You gotta whoop. Right? But
1 Corinthians 7:31, and they that use this world, not as abusing it,
That's right.
for the fashion of this world passeth away.
That's right.
right. Now let's look at the word abusing. Look at the word abusing. Right? Look that up. Jump in real quick. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 11 and verse 1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight.
That's right. False balance, man. Okay, so you already know Yahushua was in 24/7. Just about more. Let's just think about the morning. We're in a morning spirit, and they that be in the house of mirth, and not, right, whatever. There's times where he didn't write about it because it wasn't necessary to write about the scriptures. Why do you need to write about it? We're not in the time of that anyway. Overall, we're not in the time of that. That's why we don't record us going out and having a barbecue. We're in a bar. We might do a Snapchat. Brother knows this is what Brother Love is all about. Tacos. No, bro. At the end of the day, we're gonna we show you what you need to know.
That's right.
And everything else you deal with that accordingly in your own life.
That's right.
Go ahead.
John 17:15. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from evil. From the
Beautiful.
evil.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, to keep them from the evil. All right, and the evils get ready to come. Okay, but we're still separate. That's why they look at you different. That's why they look at something like this guy. You got to go around. All right, that we can't notice being this meant, but they notice it. They see it. All right. And guess what? It's actually boosting my spirit when I hear them say certain things that's spiritual. Because it's like they don't know what's really going on, but it's the spirit that's revealing certain things.
That's right.
So that just shows me that I'm separate in the spirit. The Lord willing, that stays that way.
That's right.
You could always be put back in the mix. The scriptures speak about the dog returning to his mom. This is why one of the person of King David is what? Take not thy Holy Spirit from you. Yes, sir.
This is abusing in the blue letter.
Right, for not abusing the world, right? Go ahead.
In the blue letter, it says,
As a matter of fact, look it up in the Wikipedia. You look it up in the Wikipedia. No, not Wikipedia, but what's
it says to use much or excessively or ill, to use up, consumed by use, to use fully.
excessive. That means all your friends, you got all the friends in the world, right? And you chill, you got all these friends in the world. You barely chill with a brother because you always chill with your world friends, right? See what I'm saying? That's called abusing the world, right? See? You eat McDonald's or be in the world. You eat McDonald's every day, or be in the world, brother. We here. You eat McDonald's every day, right? You celebrate Christmas, Halloween. You got the mask on too. Right? In the world, man. You gotta blend in, brother. So be wise as a serpent. You got this Zorro mask. Be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. No, that's called abusing the world right here.
That's right.
Read that one.
It's abused in the Merriam-Webster definition, a corrupt practice or custom.
Wait a minute. That's a corrupt practice of custom. We're supposed to be part of them corrupt practices and customs, man. Valentine's Day. Oh, you don't get themselves Valentine's. Well, anyways, me first, I would not be doing this. I know brothers that all just to keep the peace, they might get a chocolate. I don't celebrate about people that there's a chocolate. Me personally, I wouldn't do that. Me personally. Okay? So that's tied to some madness. Alright? And I don't suggest that brothers do that. Because that's tied to a God. That's tied to a false deity. Alright? Say, no, if you want to be smart, you might buy it like a week before, you know? What's all these gifts about? They'll ask you for nothing next week. That's what it's right? What's this all for? What's all this all for?
Oh, yeah?
And they're so demonic, they'll say, I'll get it to me on the day. Alright? Yeah, because they want to drag you in that spirit. That's Satan trying to bring you to drag you in that spirit. Okay? You know, even mom do. She'll wait till I ask me to get her like a certain bottle or something. You buy a certain bottle. And don't. And then she asked me to get her a bottle. She said, okay, I need this about. Okay, I'll bring it. No, I'll bring it to me on the day of, December 24th. No, I'll bring it to you on the 22nd. I don't want it. I want it. This is madness, right? So, but this is it because they're trying to drag you. That's Satan in them trying to drag you in the world because women are of the world. Right?
The northern kingdom is in the north.
Oh, yeah? Well, you know, brother, I mean, that's a heavy statement. I don't know. That's a deep statement. I can't agree with that statement. But with the idol worship, I can see what you're saying, though. You know, Ephraim is given it to idols, so, you know, they're probably heavy with that, you know, but they all got that spirit on it, that Christmas, that Easter, that, you know? What?
Yep. The second definition: improper or excessive use or treatment, misuse, physical maltreatment, a deceitful act, deception.
But we have to use the examples that's given in the scriptures of how did they use the word, right? They did things. They know they had their little things. They had their little fun, their little chilling with the disciples, and you know, but it's not. And those things are not all written, by the way. It's not all written. But it speaks about the assembly and the brotherhood and things like that. It speaks about when a man, we just read it, right? Use your money to you know, that you work for different things, different pleasures and things in the earth. Whether it be to buy wine and this and that. Right? That's not wicked. That's you do what you want. There's another scripture that says when you work for your bread, you buy what you want. Okay? That's not anyone else's business, right?
Well, it says here, to use or treat so as to injure or damage, maltreat, to attack in words, revile, and again deceive.
Okay, that's it. All right, so like, you have a precept? Okay, go ahead, bring that up.
Revelation 22 verse 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still.
That's it. They that are filthy, right? Scripture says, touch not the unclean thing. So you gotta keep a distance from these people, you know? It's just a distance.
This is Jeremiah, back to Jeremiah 10 and verse 2. It says, thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, nor be dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
What is this heathen doing? They're up in Mecca worshiping a rock, all right? You got they're Buddhists, all right? They're celebrating Christmas. Yeah. Oh yeah, humping a wall. Yeah. This is what these heathens do. What?
It says, verse 3.
That wall was built by Herod, by the way. Right?
It says, verse 3, for the custom of the people are vain.
Oh, yeah.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of a workman, and with the axe they deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
So what they say, cutteth the tree out of the forest. What does that remind you of? That's Christmas right there. That was the Christmas of that day. All right, and there's a picture, if you go on Google, with Nimrod, and he has a reindeer in his hand, and then he got a tree in his hand. Okay, what?
Verse 5, it says, they are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good.
Right, and there's clearly a spirit that comes with that little holiday of Christmas. Clearly. You put it there, the tree's there, it makes you feel a particular way. Oh, I'm serious, bro. It makes you feel that when that day came along, you felt something.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, the tree was there, like, oh. Like, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
Go ahead. It's like a boy, bro.
Romans 16 and 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause.
It was about no, not the time when it came off.
Anyway, about an hour. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, about an hour.
Mark them which cause division and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. For they are such.
Yeah.
For they that are such serve not our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, but their own belly, and by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple.
Right. They deceive the heart of the simple with fair speech. Because these things, oh, get me that the strange woman and Mount
Oh, yeah.
right? These things are good to the flesh. To the flesh likes these things. The flesh is weird when they hear the little songs, man, have the little thing on the tree plays the song, or whatever the little demonic songs. All right?
That's witchcraft.
That's what spirits are.
Yeah.
All right?
It's
These
true.
people are all, they're under that trance. You know? What?
This is Proverbs 5 and verse 1. My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear to my understanding, that thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge.
Right? And that lips make keep knowledge, man. All right? Go ahead.
For the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword.
Well, that's it. That's those false philosophies, man. They sound good. They're good to the flesh. They're good to the ears, but it's not really good for you. Okay? It's just like fast food, right? It might taste good, but what's that going to do? Clog up your arteries, man. All right? Make you unhealthy. Go ahead.
Her feet go down to death, her steps take hold on hell. These thou shouldest ponder the path of life, her ways are movable, and thou canst not know them. Hear me now, therefore, O ye children.
Who you think are the women that are easier to seduce men? The wars. The ones that have dealt with so many men. They don't want to seduce you the most. Okay? The ones that are inexperienced, they don't know what's going on. Right? They just might have femininity to be attracted to that, but they don't know the in and outs, you know? What?
Hear me now, therefore, O ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth. Remove thy way far from her.
That's why the jakes are bugged out. I want to experience one. What does this mean? You know? Go ahead.
Remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh the door of her house.
Right, yeah. Stay away from those philosophies, man. When you see you witness that it's a strange philosophy, you stay away from it. If it's not tied to the scriptures, because the scriptures is what is the base, is what you judge everything by, man. Matter of fact, get me that where it says, shall not want her mate. All right, go ahead. That's it on that. All right. This is you got a precept. Okay, you got it. Okay, go read that.
This is Isaiah 34 and verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate.
Right.
For my mouth had commanded, and the spirit had gathered them.
Right, so that's dealing with read out of the book of the Lord, which is the scripture. All right, everything has to be based on that. Everything else outside that, this is the basis. This is what is the most trusted because the spirit of the Lord is on it, man. See, Esau might have history and it might not be accurate. See, but this history is accurate. Okay? Go ahead.
This is real quick. So this is the 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 19.
Right.
For we also have a more sure word of prophecy.
We have a more sure word of prophecy. Okay? What's the more sure word of prophecy? It's truth. All right? Go ahead.
Whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place.
See, but you'll think, okay, all right. You want to say, and Satan comes out. Right? You come out, the face configures the stranger. Well, there's a dude, that's what they say. There's a dude who spoke about that. He was dealing with a chick, and she put some type of witchcraft on him, and then she was looking good to him. But then when the dude took her, another witch, took off the curse after the right? He looked at the chick and she looked all fucking ugly and fucked whatever. Because the spirits made her look like like Judith.
So the day dark and the day start arising in your heart.
Right.
Isaiah chapter 8 and verse 20, to the law and to the testimony. And they speak not according to this word.
That's right.
It is because there is no light in them.
So we know if they're not speaking things that are tied to the scriptures, we know there's no light in them. They don't have the truth, man. Right? This is how we gauge this. This is why people say, oh, I'm this, I believe in the script. Okay, so do you believe in this? No. Then they don't believe in the scriptures and the light is not in them. All right? Well, what do you say about this? Oh, I think this, I think free love, and be a free spirit. Well, clearly, you're a Satanist. All right?
This is Proverbs 6 and 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction.
Hold on, that's a good point the brother just made. Say that, bro.
I believe in Revelation it says to read, like not to a rod. So, like the brother said, measure everything based off the scriptures.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 6:23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of
The
life.
law is light. Okay? So this is the light, man. The law is the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, go ahead.
To keep thee from the evil woman,
Yeah.
from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman.
Yes. And this is what, that light is what makes you see the deception, the lies, right? The filthiness. It's the light that guides you to see that. And it's not just the laws in Exodus, Genesis, and Numbers. No, it's also the laws throughout the whole scripture. In the New Testament, everything. Okay? You want to put this?
This is Psalms 119 and verse 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way. Thy word is like a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path.
Right, and there's another scripture where the Lord said they walk in darkness.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they- Oh, we're not out. We're not out.
John 11 and 9.
Come on.
Yahweh shall answer, are there not 12 hours in a day? If any man walk in the day, he stumbleth not, because he seeth the light of this world. But if a man walk in the night, he stumbleth, because there is no light in him.
Right, right, because he's walking in the night, meaning he doesn't have this understanding. And these people, they don't have the. So Esau could, and Esau's constantly, if you, just us being in the truth, we can see how much deception and witchcraft Esau's pushing out on these people at one time. Right? Just look at Ye. That's all, brother. That almost like the elect got to be like, wait a minute, what? Is he for it? With Kyrie? Right? All these different things. They're pushing on all kind of witchcraft at one time. And these people, and they don't know what to think because they don't have the guidance of the
right.
Holy Spirit.
That's right.
You see, but we can see these things, and we're like, wait a minute, look at that. This, see, that's connected to this, right? Oh, even that whole Balenciaga shit, right? They have them children in the ads pushing for pedophilia, right? But we went even deeper. And how come none of these celebrities are speaking against that? Because this is the new thing that Esau's pushing forth. That's what came with that whole LGBT shit. All right? The next step is the pedophilia, man. That's what they want to push out. This is, and when we call this, that's why we say this place is going to be destroyed. The Lord is going to take these devils out of power, man. The Bible tells you that, man. And it's going to only get more and more wicked. All right? Well, what did the WEF say recently? They tweeted, they said, God is dead. That's what they tweeted. Why didn't Twitter censor that? Why did they take that shit down? Right? Showing you this is not a God-fearing place. These people don't give a damn about the Most High. And that's why when the Most High brings that judgment, everything that these people get is deserved. Go ahead. We're the only ones speaking out against this, man. Give me Ezekiel 9 and 4, man. Go ahead.
It says,
Because that whole Balenciaga thing, that got swept under the rug. They're pushing PDF files, and that's swept right under the rug. No one's speaking about that no more. But Kanye this, that, this. Right? Oh, R. Kelly, surviving R. Kelly. Right? A celebrity makes some tweet about something, or he offended this person, or he said this and that. But then the real issues dealing with children being harmed, like they don't even speak about that, man. That's in the news for 2 days, man. That's the hypocrisy of these damn people, man. And they don't got nothing to say about it, man. That's why they're going to be destroyed right along with these elites, man. All right? What you got to say, bro?
Surviving R. Kelly, but at least he didn't even have his own island, though.
No, he didn't have his own island, but guess what? They don't speak about that city, man. Right. And they got a documentary of that, the woman that was with this scene or whatever the documentary is. And in the documentary, it doesn't seem like a demonizing documentary. What?
this is the book of Proverbs 17 and 15. He that justified the wicked,
Yes.
and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abominations
So
to
if
the
you're
Lord.
justifying the wickedness that they're doing, you're the same as them. If you got something to say, no, that's okay, let them love who they want, let them do what they want to do, you're just as wicked as them.
Sure.
And the Lord looks at you the same. He looks at you as an abomination. Read that again.
Proverbs 17 and 15.
Because all that whole alphabet shit, that leads to the PDF files, man. That was a Trojan horse for the PDF files to come out the horse. We're part of the community too. And that's what they're saying, man. Now they're having all kind of shows, drag shows, with these showing children. So they're, where's the outrage, man? Yeah. Trudeau was at one of them shows, man. Showing you what kind of leaders you got, man. And guess what? Trump is the same way. Because Trump did the same thing. He kissed Giuliani when he had a dress on. So these are a bunch of freaks, man, that run the earth, man. Go ahead, man.
Proverbs 17 and 15. He that justifieth the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination to the Lord.
Right, yeah, they're both an abomination to the Lord. So what's the Lord going to do with them? He's going to destroy them. Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 18 and verse 5. It is not good to accept the person of the wicked, to overthrow the righteous in judgment.
And we don't accept the person of the wicked. Right? Anyone that's not living according to Yahweh Shem Shai, the truth, we don't accept it. We only accept the righteous, the ones that are doing right by Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? Bring that up.
This is Deuteronomy 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Right.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
And this is what they're pushing in society, man. Drag queens and this madness. Alright? They're pushing that shit to children, man. Alright? And these people don't have no problem with that, man. They think that's cool, man. Alright? They think that shit's cool. That's why the Lord is going to put a lot of death. That's why that pale horse is coming. That pale horse is on its way. It's galloping right now. Alright? Go ahead.
For all that do so are an abomination unto Yahweh, thy power.
Right. What do you do with an abomination? You get rid of it. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 24 and 24. He that said unto the wicked, thou art righteous, him shall the people curse.
Right.
Nations shall abhor him.
Right. So is it wrong to put a curse on somebody? No. All right. If they're praising wickedness, hey, good. They should lock right up. All right. If they're praising wickedness, go ahead, bro.
This is Amos 5 and verse 15. Hate the evil and love the good.
That's right.
And establish judgment in the gate.
And these Edomites are all evil. All right. By the way, the Edomites were not created to be righteous and the people that you try to negotiate with. They were created to be the wicked. That's it. And they were actually created to be hated. That's why they say the things that they say. Right? Which only stirs up anger. That's really all it does, is stir up anger. The way they speak about the oppression that they push upon the earth in a nonchalant manner, condescending manner. That's something that's a person that's meant to be hated. Okay? Not loved and cherished. Go ahead.
It says, hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate. And may be that the Lord power of hosts will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph.
Right. Go ahead. Give me Ezekiel 94. Go ahead.
2 Ezra 16 and 69. And they that consented unto them shall be had in derision and in a reproach and trodden underfoot.
Right. Well, you can send unto this devil in his ways. Because these people, they're bowing down to the beast. The scriptures speak about worshiping the image of the beast. Give me that in Revelation 13. Go ahead. That's it on that. That's it on that.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 9 and verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the man that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
That's it. So the mark is being set on those that are against the society and against the evil that's going on in the society. Because the prophets were not created to speak up for the society or defend the society. Get me that? So speak up against against nations and kingdoms. All right? They're not set up to be advocates for the society. They're set up to be speaking against the society. All right? Go ahead, bro.
Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee prophesied both against many countries.
They prophesied against many countries. Go ahead.
And against great kingdoms.
And against great kingdoms. Go ahead.
of war and of evils and of pestilence.
Right, because this is what's getting ready to come. All right, because why? What are they doing? They're doing wickedness in this. All they're doing is wickedness. All they're pushing forth is Satanism in this place. So if you're not speaking against it, that means you're with it. All right, and if you're with it, the Lord's going to destroy you, man. All right, go ahead, man.
Revelation 14:9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image.
Now, what's the beast? This system, this Edomite-run system. Because the Edomites are in power right now, right? The so-called white people, they descend from Edom, all right? The Edomites. That's the nation known as the wicked in the Bible, man. That's right. All right? And their time is up, okay? They had their time to rule, and the Lord is taking them out. And who's going to be next to rule? We're going to be next to rule under Yahushua.
That's right.
Okay? The nation of Israel. Go ahead.
If any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead
Yep.
or his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels.
Right, so when you consent to this society and to this devil and his way, all right, guess what? That's what's coming for you, man. Destruction. Because you know if you consent to this place, you're going to take that MOTV. You already know that. Okay? We already know that. We already know you're going to take that. And once you take that, that's the sealing of your judgment. All right? You had something higher? You already had it. Okay, go ahead. 13, right? Oh, this was a lot.
This is Ezekiel 9 and verse 5. And to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary.
Right, the Lord is setting up judgment, man. That's why them jobs are about to be, there's about to be a lot of jobs lost next year. When these people don't have jobs, right, and the government's taking away these different benefits, right, they're going to be humbled real quick, all of them, right, especially these women. They're going to be humbled real quick, man. All right, they're going to come back, they're going to want to be back in that old times, that 1855 spirit. Okay, go ahead.
Jeremiah 16 and 3. For thus saith the Lord concerning the sons, and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their fathers that begot them in this land. They shall die of a grievous death. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried. They shall be as dung upon the face of the earth.
Right.
They shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat.
People are just going to be dropping dead. First of all, they're already dropping dead now. But they're going to be, it's just going to increase. The Spirit is telling me 2023, more of those things are going to, it's going to just be growing into people, and it's going to be dropping dead even more. Okay? So it's just going to be like, yo, this guy died, that guy died, that person died. Right? And so then, yo, then people are going to be like, yo, more people are going to ask, like, what the hell's going on? Right? Go ahead.
And their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth.
Right, and that's not just dealing with that. That's going to be dealing with other things that's getting ready to come too. The famine is one of them. The famine, right? The people rising up against each other in civil wars and things of that nature. Right? These things are coming, man. Go ahead. Race wars, that's coming too. Right? Esau thought because he got some guns. That's not going to deliver you. You're highly outnumbered. Go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. This is 2 Ezra 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
That's it, man. The Lord is bringing judgment for the pride on these people, man. They're all prideful, man. You see the face of these people, like these people passing by, they're all prideful. They think there's something. Okay, but guess what? The Lord is going to humble them real quick, man. When you haven't eaten for 7 days, trust me, that humility is going to hit you, man. And when you're desperate, you're humble. Okay, when you're desperate, you're humble. When you're in a desperate state, you lost your job and you can't pay your rent, you're humbled automatically. I don't see too much people asking for change are proud. I see they smile, they do a dance. Right? They're trying to make people smile to get that change. They're not in a place of I'm this and that. Go ahead.
This is 2 Isaiah 14 and verse 16. For yet greater evils,
Go ahead.
for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter.
Right, greater evils than what you've even seen happen recently since 2020. There's going to be a lot more things coming down the pipe. In 2023, I hope and I believe it's going to be a very heavy year, man. Okay? And the spirit, listen, every year the spirit changes.
Yeah.
The spirit just switches. Okay? Go ahead, especially when you come into the springtime. Okay? Because that's really when the true New Year is. True New Year is not in the dead of winter. Go ahead.
Verse 17 it says, for look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein.
That's right. That's right. Go ahead.
Isaiah 19, and verse 14. The Lord Yahweh, or Hashem Yahushai, has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit.
That's it, right? Egypt is erring, right? They're doing everything that's not right, all right? The military, they got flamers in the military. They put all kind of women in their military. That's erring right there, right? See, he's giving all this money to Ukraine and all these different places, and then you got Skid Row, got a major homeless problem in America. So that's erring in every way, right? What?
Neither shall there be any work for Egypt.
Right, right. So the work is going to cease. See, people that got their jobs now, they might have decent jobs or whatever the case may be, right? They might be getting paid well, but there's going to be a lot of layoffs, man.
Right.
All right? And then the humbling of these people are going to come, all right? That's when all that pride is going to go out the window, man. And the ones that serve me all by Shem Yahushai, give me Isaiah 65. Go ahead.
Which the head or tail, branch or rush may do.
Yep.
In that day shall Egypt be like unto woman,
Yep.
and it shall be afraid and fear because of shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts was shaken over
There's
it.
going to be a spirit of fear that's going to over engulf these people. And the Lord said he has not given us the spirit of fear, man.
No.
See what I'm saying? But a sound mind. Why? Through this word. All right? Let's sit on that copy. What?
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, and that prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter.
Right. Because what? Because you weren't doing the things that was pleasing to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. What?
Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not.
Right. Because we've been talking to you Israelites for the longest time, man. Okay? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. We've been telling you to come back to your power, man. You wonder why all this shit is happening to you, man? That's because you turned from your power, man. All right?
Right.
The Lord is angry with you, man. First of all, that's why the devil came over here and took over these lands in the first place. Okay? Because the Lord set up the devil to take the land from you. All right? Why? Because you were disobedient against the power. Worshipping eagles and all kind of stupid shit. Right? You had the pyramids. What were you doing? Sacrifices. All right? Right? That goes against the Heavenly Father, man. So judgment came upon you, man. And there's about to be more judgment.
That's right.
Okay? If you don't get your head out your ass, man. Go ahead.
It reads on. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not.
Yep.
Therefore thus said the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry.
That's right.
Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty.
Yeah.
Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
So the servants of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, they're going to eat, they're going to drink, they're going to be merry, all right? And they're going to be ashamed. And we're going to be mocking them too. We're going to be mocking them too, man. All right? These people are going through, we're going to be mocking, we'll be laughing, right? That's going to be the best time for them, for the elect. Go ahead.
Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart,
but ye shall cry for
Although, you know, we know persecution and these things are coming, but it's still going to be a great upliftment in the spirit. Go ahead.
Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, ye shall howl for vexation of spirit.
Right. Go ahead. Let's get the last scripture. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 24. Because I have called and you refuse. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
We've been calling to the Israelites. We're calling to Jake. But Jake doesn't want to hear it. The same way like when Noah was out there prophesying, this guy had to act forever. And what happened? Judgment. The judgment is getting ready. It's being prepared right now. Give me that the sword is sharpened. The Lord has a sword sharpened and prepared to come on you people. And they don't see it. They don't even realize it. Okay? They're just continuing in the rat race and they don't see what's coming. Go ahead.
But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof.
They didn't want the counsel of the Lord. Go ahead.
I also will laugh at your calamity.
And that's why we're going to laugh when these things come upon you, man. Okay, go ahead.
I will mock when your fear cometh.
That's right. Go ahead.
When your fear cometh as desolation,
Yep.
and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind,
Yep.
when distress and anguish cometh upon you,
Right.
then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
But that's when Jake is going to want to seek the Lord. That's when Jake is going to want to know the truth. And that's why he said he's going to take away, he's going to make our tongue cleave to the roof of our mouth, man. So we don't give you no answers, man. Go ahead.
They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
That's it. Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel chapter 21 and 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus said the Lord, saying, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. And he hath given it to be furbished that it may be handled. The sword is sharpened and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer.
That's it. The hand of the slayer, which is Esau and Edom, man. Okay, it's sharpened to be given into his hands, man. All right? Because he's getting ready to put a lot of people to death.
That's right.
All right? You got something else? Okay, you got one more? Go ahead.
This is Zephaniah chapter 1 and 10. And it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate, and an howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. Howl, ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off.
Right, because all that, you know, that business and different things that's happening now, that's going to come to a halt. All right, it's going to really cut down because next year it's going to be a lot of job losses, man. Talking about 175,000 per month. That's prophecy, man. Scripture says that the grinding shall cease, man. So when these people, all they know is work to get money, right?
Yeah.
So when they don't have their jobs, when they're all laid off, and Esau is not really helping them like that, right? That's what Esau wants. He wants to make sure that you're in a corner so that he can get full control. All right? But guess what? The elect, we're not relying on this devil. It says that we shall not lean upon him that smote us. We're not leaning on this devil, man. We're leaning on Yahweh Shem Yahushua. See?
This is 2 Ezra 2 in verse 27.
You have something too?
Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
So we're going to be married. That's what I'm saying when I say it's going to be a good time for the elect. See, persecution is coming and all that, but he said he's not giving us the spirit of fear.
Sure.
Right? So when that spirit is built up and we see certain miracles and we see this and that, you know, whatever the case may be, an angel came and manifested and proved he was an angel in front of us, all these different things, we're confident in the spirit. Those things, when those things happen. So we're going to be like, all right, let's go. Yahushua's coming back.
That's right. That's right.
All right? Jump in. Go ahead.
Job 5 and 21, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue.
Yeah.
Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh.
That's right.
At destruction and famine thou shalt
At
laugh.
destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. What kind of spirit you have to be in to laugh at famine and destruction? That means the Lord is with us, man.
Sure.
That means when those things happen, the Lord is going to be with us, man. The elect that's been doing his work, the Lord is going to protect us, man. Just like he's been protecting us, man. Because even now, Esau can't do what he wants to do. Because if he really wanted to, he could have the police take us out of here. But
Sure.
he can't. Because the spirit is on us the Spirit is on them to not be a terror to good works. Go ahead.
Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth.
Right, because when the police pass, they wave at us, and we're speaking against Esau, Edom, because we don't have, listen. We're not doing anything to nobody. We're just reading the prophecies.
Yes, sir.
That's all we're doing. Okay, that's all we're doing, and the prophecies are going to come to pass one way or another,
Right.
whether anyone likes it or not. Okay, go ahead, Salaki, go ahead.
2 Ezra 16 and 74. Hear, O my beloved, said the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand,
Yeah.
but I will deliver you from the same.
He's going to deliver us from the trouble, man. Whether he puts a spirit on somebody, whether he creates a miracle, a straight up live miracle, which cannot be denied. Right? Brothers have had these type of visions, man. Spiritual power and things of that nature, and being delivered out of situations, man. Go ahead.
Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, said the Lord power.
And those are the ones that are going to be protected. Those that trust in Yahweh Shai and keep his commandments, man. Everyone else is not going to be with him, man. Ishmael, I want to see Ishmael call him Allah, and that's not going to help him, man. Not one piece of bread is going to manifest in front of him. Okay? Because that's not the true God. The true God is Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right. That's right.
That's it on that. You have one more, no?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
It says here in 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction coming upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief.
That's it. All right? Go ahead, bro, because we're constantly watching. Go ahead, Hamas.
Okay, it was Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall.
Right, a haughty spirit before playing. All these people are haughty. All these people are proud. Okay? All these people are proud. They're going to be knocked off their high horses. So with that, all praises going on.
To Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Makakodash.
Right? Double honors to the apostles, elders, and great millstone salutations. Much love and respect to brothers out there pushing this word on truth and sincerity. Shalom to sincere sisters on the comment board as well. Shalom. All right, first and foremost, Shemai, Allah, Yahweh, 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 Hud, Shemai, Allah, Yahweh, Yahweh, Hud, Shemai, Allah, Yahweh, Hud, Shalom, Bad Mabal.
Soon.